Disney Plus is the go-to platform for pop culture loving Gadget users, hosting many of your favourite shows and movies that aren't just under the Disney Plus umbrella. A Disney Plus subscription costs just $11.99 per month, and you can get a 15% off discount if you purchase a year in advance, which will set you back $119.99. In this Gadget user's opinion, the greatest part about Disney Plus is the access you have to all of your favourite childhood titles. On the Disney Plus platform, you have access to many umbrellas including Star Wars, Marvel, National Geographic, and Pixar. To add to this, they are constantly adding the latest shows and movies from these umbrellas too. So for Gadget users that are interested in these, Disney Plus is the place to be. Disney Plus has also expanded into producing their own exclusive content for these brands too. For example, some of the most highly regarded shows in this category are The Mandalorian for Star Wars and Loki for Marvel. Both of these shows were produced at such a high level and left fans drooling for more. Another benefit for Disney Plus is the newly introduced Disney Star. Disney Star is a hub for shows that are under the mostly smaller umbrellas that Disney owns. Some of these networks include FX Networks, 20th Century Studios, and Hollywood Pictures. Disney Star gives Gadget users access to amazing shows such as Homeland, Bones, and Grey's Anatomy. Looking at the technical side, another advantage of Disney Plus is that it has a large list of devices that it is compatible with. Whilst not as extensive as the list of devices Netflix is compatible with, generally, if you have a relatively modern device, you will be able to access Disney Plus. The Disney Star Hub also gives access to many exclusive shows that wouldn't have a place on the Disney Plus network otherwise. This gives Gadget users greater access to more diverse content through the platform. Unfortunately for some Gadget users, Disney Plus's best quirk is also their most frustrating one. The catalogue that Disney Plus provides is quite limited compared to other streaming rivals. Netflix, along with other platforms, do an amazing job of giving their subscribers a variety of shows and movies that they can watch to satisfy any of their content cravings they may have. Disney Plus, on the other hand, more or less only provides its subscribers with the umbrellas listed above. This will leave a lot of users itching for new content if Disney Plus is their sole streaming service they subscribe to. Adding to this problem for the Gadget users who do like the umbrellas that are on Disney Plus, all the shows or movies of a specific niche may not be available. For certain Marvel shows, for example Daredevil and Luke Cage, Netflix still owns the rights to these characters, but has cancelled the shows. This means for viewers, like myself, who liked these shows, have been and still will be waiting for a long time to see any more from these franchises, as there is still a while before the license owned by Netflix expires. Netflix also still gets some shows before Disney Plus due to licensing, even though it would make much more sense for Disney Plus to host these shows. Another sore spot for users has been Disney Plus's tendency to edit and outright censor shows that it no longer sees as appropriate. One notable example is episode 12 of season 16 of The Simpsons that contained a joke that Disney Plus deemed unacceptable. They responded by removing the entire episode from their platform. The opinions of this action may divide some users, however I feel that we can all agree that it sets an uneasy precedent. A minor gripe that some Gadget users may have is that there is no free trial for the service. A lot of users may want to check out the catalogue before committing their hard-earned money to the platform. Currently, there is no way for Gadget users to do this. Finally, a major technical gripe that I have with Disney Plus is that their website seems to be rather slow and buggy overall. Since the birth of my Disney Plus subscription, I've been plagued with being dumped back to the homepage or random logouts, and with seemingly no explanation. Also, when selecting a piece of content to watch, or when electing to watch the next episode in a series, there tends to be a significantly longer delay than any of the rival streaming networks. In terms of big news for Disney, on March 20, 2019, they acquired 21st Century Fox, which will hopefully bring more shows to the platform, giving users more content to consume on top of what they've already been provided through the Disney Star platform. More recently, in the first quarter of 2022, Disney Plus celebrated a user boom and has now reached a total of 129.8 million active users, only marginally behind Netflix. Some nifty purchases a Gadget user may want to place to go along with their Disney Plus subscription is some associated pop culture items. Decorating your living room with pop vinyls, plushies, or even props is a great way to fill out your space and show your appreciation for the franchises you love. These items can be found almost anywhere these days due to their popularity, but for my Australian friends, the most convenient place to shop is more than likely Zing. Like all streaming services, you will need a stable internet connection to access the platform. Disney states that if you want to view their content in HD, you'll need an internet connection of at least 5 megabits per second. They continue to state that if you want to watch their content in 4K, an internet speed of 25 megabits per second is required. As stated previously in this video, Disney Plus can also be a bit hit or miss when it comes to device compatibility. As I said, if you have a relatively modern device, you should be okay. But just to make sure, we have put a list of compatible devices down in the description below. In conclusion, I seriously like Disney Plus. The reasonable price combined with the selection of content strikes a nice balance in my opinion, especially when you compare it to its biggest rival, Netflix, who charges double when you use their most expensive plan. I feel that the benefits of Disney Plus vastly outweigh the drawbacks, and I have no issue recommending the service to a pop culture loving Gadget user. Currently, I am watching How I Met Your Mother and re-watching the Star Wars movies. Both of these get a solid recommendation from me.